guys, so it's been a while, huh? I took a much needed break from, well, pretty much everything. This time of year, I'm kind of getting a mental funk, so I just needed to just stop and just, you know, focus on myself. Not that I actually did anything to focus on myself, but, you know, sometimes you just need to take a break and not do anything. So that's kind of where I've been for the last, I think it's been 3 months since I last uploaded a video, and I've been figuring things out, and I figured today I would go ahead and do a get ready with me type video and we would talk about it. So I've already obviously did my eyebrows and primed my face, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put on some foundation, which is something new that I am trying, and I actually have no idea if it's my color or not. I got it in a sample bag, and it's the Josie Maran Vibrancy. It has got Argan, it's Argan oil foundation, and it's in the flavor Juicy, which it says to shake well. So basically what I've been doing is figuring out exactly what I wanted this channel to be, because I started, you know, saying it's going to be a mixture of a bunch of things, and then I kind of for a while started focusing on just makeup, and I think that's where I made my mistake. This foundation is super light, not my color, I don't think. We'll see. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was trying, I won't say trying, but I was inadvertently turning this into just beauty channel. And for one, my bank account does not, this has a scent, I can't figure it. This kind of smells fruity. But my bank account was not agreeing with that process, because I know you guys follow other real beauty people on Facebook. This is YouTube. On YouTube, and it costs a lot of money which I do get sample bags, so I will be trying stuff out that I get and letting you guys know how I feel about those. That's one of the things I'm going to start doing. Is right now I'm trying out everything that I have in my collection to give honest, to not only, I'm rambling, to not only declutter some, but also to, you know, give my honest to God opinions on how I feel about it. Does this foundation look shiny to y'all? Am I imagining that? I mean, I guess if you want to glow, it works, but I was kind of going for a more matte look today, so we'll see how it looks once I set it with powder later. And I have rambled for a whole 5 minutes, so I apologize. Did y'all just hear my stomach growl? Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm looking in the viewfinder. This, I think, may not actually be my color. I think it's a little light. It's a little light, and I feel like it's got a pink undertone, which I'm more on the neutral side, but this is definitely not neutral, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does anyway. But yeah, so not only am I not really a beauty guru, obviously I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time. I'm just doing what I like to do, but I couldn't keep up with it money-wise, because as much as I want a lot of the new stuff that comes out, this girl got down to 9 cents in her account this week, so I can't afford that. But I decided that I was going to every so often incorporate these type of videos in it. And while I was in break, I also thought about other types of videos that I would have, and I've got some ideas cooking in my brain. It's definitely going to fit more with my chaotic theme that I was talking about in the beginning, which is a bunch of random stuff that goes on in my head. I'm finally caught up. I'm just chatty. I am doing a cream contour with Cover FX contour palette, if you haven't noticed. And how many of y'all noticed that I forgot to put on concealer before I put this stuff under my eyes? Like I said, not a guru or anything. Half time I don't know what I'm doing, but I still love makeup, and I love talking about makeup and sharing that love for makeup with people. So you will still get makeup related stuff, just not as much as I was trying to do in the beginning, because that was, I won't say torture, but that was not, I won't even say it wasn't fun. That was, it's harder than you think it is, because not only you gotta come up with creative looks all the time, stuff that you can't really be repetitive, and I'm not that creative. I'm not gonna say that I'm not creative, because there's some things that I've done and it's like I've really liked it and I've gotten lots of compliments on it, but you know, some of these YouTubers, when they do stuff, you're just like, oh my god, I never would have thought about that. That is awesome. And you know, you can tell when somebody, I won't say didn't come up with the idea of their own, but they saw it somewhere else and then they decided to make it their own. You can kind of just tell. And I didn't, and that would kind of be what my main thing would probably be, is I would see somebody else do something and want to redo it myself. And while my techniques would probably be easier because, you know, again, don't really know what I'm doing, it's something that you can see somewhere else. Does that make sense? Okay, after I added some color with the contour, the liquid contour, the color's not so off now. So that's cool. The actual eyeshadow palette today I'm going to be using is going to be the TooFaced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. You guys know why? Because I have never used this. I've had it for months, and the only thing, I'm not kidding, the only thing I did was swatch it. I have never actually used it, so we're gonna play with that and see how that goes. To kind of, I guess, I'm not sure to re-go over it, but I'm not sure what the word is. I want to say re-itinerate, but that don't sound right. I don't know if you guys have heard of seasonal depression or whatever, but every time from my birthday to right around my birthday until right up before Christmas, I get in these really weird funks where I don't want to do much of anything, and I get really depressed. Sometimes I have suicidal thoughts. I'll be honest and say that. I mean, it happens. I don't actually act on them, but I think about it, and that's part of the reason why I took a break. Another part is because I needed to re-figure out what I wanted to do with this channel, which I think I have done. It's going to be fun, hopefully, in my opinion. It might be a little weird, but I am a little weird, so there's that. And oh, that was a Japanese blush, Velvet Touch blush, and it doesn't have a color. It just says shade 2, and it's kind of a peachy color. I really like it. It looks natural. What was I about to say? I don't know. This foundation, you guys saw that I put some on my eyelids before when I was putting it on my face just to even out the color. It creases like a son bitch. Just telling you. it's definitely something that you have to set with powder, I think. Because my eyelids are creasy. Which I am about to set my face with powder. And it's not with a pressed powder. So that's gonna work, I guess. What I didn't do was I didn't add powder to my little nose contour. Because I want that to look as natural and uncontoured as possible. Which means it basically doesn't look like I did anything to it, but you can still kind of tell. I mean, you can see I have a bridge of my nose. I've got a bridge now. I usually don't, so. And the reason why I do it in this weird setup that I do is because after I prime my eyelids, I use the finishing powder to also set that. So, what are y'all's plans for Thanksgiving? It is literally, what's today? Y'all don't make me do the math. Less than a week away. I actually don't have to work it this year, which is pretty cool. I think I worked last year, which wasn't that bad because I didn't have to work the entire day. I got to go home around 3. So that was pretty cool. But this year I'm going to be home, and you better believe that my big butt is going to eat me some turkey and some yams and, well, a whole bunch of other things too, I'm sure. I used to love cranberry sauce. I used to eat almost I won't say a whole jar. Well, over a course of a few days, eat a whole can of cranberry sauce by myself. But now I just usually get a slice or two because I'm not as big. It's one of those things that not as big on as I used to be. Do you guys have that? Where something that you used to love, and now you're just like, about it? That is me and cranberry sauce. But I also used to hate broccoli. Now I love broccoli, so it's just one of those weird things. So I used peanut butter in the crease and then Nuts About You to define it, and now I'm going to put some jelly also in the crease area because why not? Just to add a little color. Because this is a pretty neutral palette aside from, jelly and even jamming. It's a deeper purple with sparkles, so it's still pretty somewhat neutral. So definitely want to play with the purple. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to add a little bit of the peanut brittle because I'm not doing eyeliner to my lash line. Actually, I kind of like that. What I did is I added that shimmery, coppery peanut brittle color to my lash line, and then in the corners I kind of dragged it up, and I actually like how that looks. You have a little bit of fallout. So far I'm loving these eyeshadows. we're going to go to the lower lash line. And I will pretty much be done. How are you guys doing? Y'all almost done? Y'all knew y'all were supposed to be getting ready with me, right? Now for my lower lash line, I'm using this shader brush from my Naked 2 palette. And I'm basically putting all the colors on my lower lash line using the same brush. So I did peanut butter, and now I'm doing Nuts About You, and now I'm going to do Jelly, all on the same brush because I'm awesome like that. And pretty much layer them on top of each other. Except Jelly, I think I'm just going to focus on the outer 2/3 instead of dragging. I would just poke myself in the eyeball. Dragging it, and I'm actually going to take a angled brush and press this purple into the lash line so that it stands out more on the bottom. Okay, so now all we need is mixing a little bit of extra creamy and bananas, and I'm gonna actually, I'm not even gonna tap that. I'm gonna press it into my finger before I put it under the brow bone. Tapping works too, but I like to take off a little extra pigment because I don't like for my brow bones to stand out, because I have a lot of space between my brow bone and my eyelid, and I think it looks weird on me. I mean, I guess I could do the whole section, but to me that looks weird because my eyes are funny. Don't know if you guys noticed, but I noticed. So that's just how I personally do mine. And now I'm going to, in a corner highlight, I'm actually going to use a highlighter for that, which is going to try this e.l.f. baked blush, which it actually looks like the Laura Geller baked blush, the Laura Geller baked blush, but I mean baked highlighter. Does it say baked blush? It does say blush. It's a highlight, but we'll see. It is not working. So we're going to do Jaclynn Hills. I'm gonna mix Pearl and Champagne Pop. Yes, I had to look at the name. I knew it was Champagne Pop, but I couldn't remember the name of the pearl. I'm going to add some highlight, and I'm going to mix those two again. Blush that. Brush that. Here. A little above the brow. tip of the nose and right there. And actually, just to be a little extra, we're going to do Cupid's bow. And because I added highlight, I am going to do a light sweeping of my black blush. Again, I'm going to tap the excess just to blend that line. Now I'm going to add some mascara, obviously, which is something else that I've never tried before. It's Smashbox. Actually, I think I have, but I don't remember how I feel about it. Honestly, not too impressed. My thoughts on this mascara is I do not like it. So I picked up this nude liner to line my lips with, and I don't know how it actually got in my lip liner jar, but that is so an eyeliner. But I just needed it for the edges, so. And this is the Tarteist lip paint. This is before they redid the formula, so I don't feel like they were very satisfied with the formula, and I can see why. This one I had is very moussey, and I think I stopped wearing it because I don't think it dries matte. It is Namaste. So alright, this video was, I guarantee, way longer than I wanted it to be, because although I wanted to be a chatty get ready with me, I got a little chatty, so sorry about that. But what better way than to relaunch my channel than to talk way too much and annoy all of y'all. So we did that. This is the finished look. This lipstick definitely does not dry matte. It's still very buttery, loose, wet on the lips, but I do like the color. So yeah, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I won't do these very often. Maybe the idea in my head is once a month, just to, you know, catch up and sit down and have a little conversation with y'all again. But yeah, I am planning on making more videos about more random stuff. So go ahead and subscribe so that you will know when I upload. It will be more regularly. I haven't decided like if it's gonna be specific days of the week or just at least once or maybe twice a week. Haven't quite figured that out yet because I'm still formulating it in my head. But if you subscribe, you will know. And as always, have a good day. Should I stop saying that? No, I know I can stop.